Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for the second part of this month catching up on K-pop. I just reacted to Very Alice, Psychers and 17, and in today's video there will be Xdinary Heroes, Blitzers, Triple S and IVE. I will leave for last as it is a music video, like a Japanese music video. My debut! Actually, I don't know why it took me so long to hit, but yeah, a debut. And so yeah, I will be leaving that for last. I'm gonna start with Blitzers as it is the music video that I personally chose to react to in this video. Like I said in the last part, I've heard good things about it, but also the company reached out to me to know if I would be interested in reacting to this. So I was like, sure. I've never checked their things out before, if I'm not mistaken. So why not? What's the worst that could happen? Macarena. Okay, let's go.
완전히 phenomenon good feeling bad hero 우리 삐딱하니 그좀 upside down 갖다 던져니 다모 내 앞에서는 의미 없어 니 그만해줘도 let's bring it on 이 판의 규칙을 바꾸는 새 주인공 점점 더 커져가는 role 이제 가까워져가는 우리 goal 마치 그 몬스터 타는 surf 여기를 봐 느낌이 나 터져 팍팍팍 세계로 퍼져가는 Blitzers flow 다음 스테이지 우주로 향해 Apollo 또 늘어나는 뷰 셀 수 없었던 flashlight 먹샷 위험해진 위 통해도 되는 새 시대 anthem의 훅훅 이거 다 아는 line 돌고 도는 유행의 근거 이게 우리 방식이야
The whole trumpet thingy. Is that even trumpet? Oh! This what? That escalated really quickly. Yeah, the trumpet. Is what the fuck? It's surely new. Jesus Christ. They look like anime characters, actually. Like, isn't it like JoJo Bizarre kind of thing? What the fuck? I am... This is one of those music videos I'm like genuinely puzzled. This is like unserious, like to the max. Yeah, they are so unserious is what it is. I have many questions. What was it on when they thought of this? Cause I think I'm gonna need me some, cause like, what the actual fuck? I mean, this is fun. Listen, this is fun, but like, this is comically fun. How do I even describe this? This is a grotesque? Grotesque. Oh, grotesque is actually an English thing as well. Oh! Strange and unpleasant. Oh, that's not what I was going for, actually. Well, it was strange, but not unpleasant. Yeah, it was strange in a silly way. Yes. When I say grotesque, I don't mean it in a negative way. Absurd is what it is. Yeah, absurd. I don't mean it in like a ridiculous kind of way. Once again, it's like absurd, big absurd. Because it's like you don't see it coming, first of all. And it's so like unexpectedly comical. Like they're seriously not taking themselves seriously is what it is. And it's almost like fresh in a sense, because it's like seeing K-pop idols behaving in a way that is so aloof, so comical, so like absurd and ridiculous. It feels good and refreshing, because I feel like this newer generation, depending on some groups, okay, I'm not saying that all of the groups are like this, but feel more rigid compared to like before. Then again, I don't follow all of them and I don't watch all of their variety and stuff, so you know, what I say could be very much like based on my own assumptions. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt, with a pinch of salt, but like, yeah. Because like, since I grew up with the second gen and everything, I still remember music videos like the ones from Super Junior when they were doing Trot or whatever, and they look like super like ridiculous in them because that's the character they were playing. And there are more instances like back in the days, at least music video wise, where I can, on the top of my head, remember idols acting like ridiculously or aloof in a music video compared to nowadays. Nowadays, like I said, it's a lot more rigid when it comes to concepts and whatnot. Watching this right there felt like a what the fuck moment for sure, but it felt refreshing. And also the trumpet kind of like threw me off. Not threw me off, like once again, the adjectives I'm using here might be considered like negative, but I don't mean it in a negative way. I'm just more shocked and surprised by this actually coming out in 2023. Like I was not expecting to see this again, like at all. Also, one of the members losing his pants and like playing the guitar or like the bass or whatever in underpants. Are you kidding me? Like I think the group that comes to my mind when I think of like absurd or like ridiculous kind of like behavior in a music video like this is Block B for like Jackpot, for example, when they would play. Oh, there's like a clown in there as well, no? Like a joker, kind of. I mean, once you get past the surprise, the trumpet and everything, it is fucking fun! I think, yeah, once you get past the whole, what the hell is going on moment, it's fun. No, I'm sure there's like an anime character that has these exact same, like, that in that. I know it's like the Joker thing. I get it, I know, but still, it reminds me of an anime. It's fun. Honestly, right now, that's the only adjective that comes to mind, because even if you ask me if I like the song or not, I wouldn't be able to tell you. It is fun. I really have to like, yeah, get past the surprise, I think. Whoever came up with this idea, what were you on when you decided that this is the idea that you would pitch? Because like, I think I'm gonna need myself a little bit of whatever you took, because that's the kind of like positivity and mindless kind of behavior that I think I need in my life. Like let loose, kind of. Ooh, yes, I think if you want to have fun and let loose, this would be great. Seriously, this would be great. Okay, let's move on to, you know what, I'm gonna do like boy group, girl group, boy group, girl group. So, Triple S, Crystal Eyes, Cherry Talk. So from my understanding, this is another subunit. However, I did see, what was it? Article saying that they wouldn't be like promoting this song due to obstacles being put on their path by outside. Something like that. I don't really understand what would make it that they can't promote, but And again, industry thing, I would rather not dive too deep into it, because the more you learn about the industry, the uglier it gets. So, you know. Anyways, cherry talk, let's go. Happy pill. Oh, stop, that's so cute. Oh, okay. This is very our generation now, in it. Wow. Ooh, oh, this is great. They're allowed to have their phones during class. I mean, there's definitely a trend going on now, huh? This kind of sound. Oh, that's really pretty. You know the whole like almost like a crystal-like sound? It reminds me so much of like the first generation of K-pop. Not only that, but like the whole like braids kind of moment is really first gen now, isn't it? Are they the same members? They don't like the same. They don't look like the same members. I don't know. Like if I look up like, I think this whole thing was really first gen, like just the little fairy wings moment with the braids. That is very much what I meant. But like I said, it also is very much on trend with, like, I think I said this also for Décadence, right? When I said this is very much on trend with the whole new jeans, you know, Y2K moment and everything. I feel like in general right now the trend is really just like chiller songs like this that feels lighter, that are more like are more soothing almost to the ear, more easily digestible. No. The green screen is bad. The green screen is bad. I think so far like one of the common denominator that I find in their songs is like they're all like mostly really easy to listen to. However, I haven't found a song where I'm like completely blown away yet. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like their songs are great, but I haven't found like the song that would hook me to them, if that makes sense. We all have, you know, that a journey with a group. Most of the time that is that one song that makes it that you get hooked to the group, or at least that piques your interest enough that you would you know, consider like really following them closely or whatever. I've had like a really great experience with them so far, but I still haven't found that song, like that song in big capital letters, you know. So once again, this is like another great song of theirs. Super easy to listen to, really enjoyable. But I think it's kind of like the greedy side of me that wants to be able to find that song that really will get me hooked to them more strongly, at least. So yeah, alright, let's move on to Xdinary Heroes now, which actually won the poll on my Patreon. So it was the music video that was voted for the most, which is surprising. It's sad to say, but it's true that bands are not that popular, or at least are not that recognized. I've noticed that a lot of my patrons are rooting and are supporting and like are trying to make me discover like underrated groups, or like groups that I never reacted to, etc, etc. And I think Xdinary Heroes is actually one of those groups where I'm very much aware of them. However, most of the time I do skip their songs because I haven't really, you know, had that song like I just talked about with Triple S. I haven't had that song where I was like completely like won over or whatever, and so I realize it is completely like a mistake of mine, you know. I am missing out and I completely understand it, but it's true that because there's like so much already in the industry, and it's true that Xdinary Heroes is not one of those groups where I feel like strongly attached to. Sometimes I skip their releases, which once again, like I said, it is on me, you know. So hopefully this time it's going to be that song, because I want to be able, like I always say that, right, but I want to be able to like extend my repertoire. I still want to learn to enjoy new music. I want to have the option basically to enjoy like multiple genre of music, so I really hope that I get to enjoy this one. Alright, so yeah, English captions are on freaking bad.
1, 2.
I mean, if you say so. I actually had this moment with my sister where I tried to sing that DBD by DBD. See? Maybe this song's gonna help me get it right. I mean, they don't really have the face of villains though. Like, the piercing is not convincing me that you are a villain, honestly. Ooh. That always does something to me, that kind of thing. I felt it in my whole entire body. Hey, that's catchy. This is the kind of song that I'm sure at a concert will slap so hard. Oh, why did that part remind me so much of the Blues Brothers? That's a movie, right? I mean, they could just like go like beside it instead of going through. No? Okay. Well, you know what? I don't dislike it. I see potential for this to grow on me a lot. Like, let me tell you, this, I like the second part of the song a lot more than the first one. It gets better as it goes. That moment right here, this right here is magical. I swear, every time I hear this, that part, this part is magical. Yeah, I'm telling you, the second part of the song, I like a lot more than the first one. But it really gradually like gets more explosive, and so I understand the escalation of it. This is so good. This part. Yep. Okay. This is a song that gets better as you listen to it, for sure. This at a concert. This is where fans would sing along. This also, that's something, right? There's something. Honestly, if only there was a harmonica on there, it would really feel like the Blues Brothers, I think. Yep, thank you, Dad, for the reference. It grew on me a lot faster than I thought it would. Because like on the first listening, it's like, okay, alright, okay, yeah, you're getting me there. And then the more you listen to it, the second time you listen to it, it's like, oh, alright, oh, I see you now. And the more you listen to it, it's like, ah, I get it now. Do you know, it's like, since the song works on some kind of like graduating escalation, it's kind of my experience with the song did the same. I do really like it, which is surprising. The explosive nature of this right there. It almost feels like, it feels as good to be bad. That kind of vibe. Sometimes it feels like powerful to not behave accordingly, if that makes sense. It's got that liberating feeling. That's kind of like what's going on right there. I liked it. I really liked it. Okay, last but not least, we've got IVE with Wave. So, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, this is their Japanese debut. I think apart for like twice, I don't really check like girl groups Japanese release much at all. Most of the time I check like I said, twice is Japanese releases, but also the majority of the time it is like releases from boy group. You know, so I think here what I'm most curious about is, you know how we often have this discussion about how J-pop sounds different than K-pop. However, sometimes K-pop groups make Japanese songs that do not have the J-pop essence necessarily. I know that once again, J-pop is like J-pop the same way as K-pop offer a variety of genre. I completely understand, but still there's an essence to the name, right? Yeah, so I wonder if Starship decided to give IVE a Japanese debut song that sounds J-pop-like, or if it's like in essence a K-pop song that is sung in Japanese. Do you know what I mean? Well, we'll see about that. Unfortunately I can't read Japanese, so no, do I really understand it actually. Like, I used to understand a lot of like when I used to watch like anime and stuff. There were instances where I didn't need the captions or like the translation to understand. I can't do that anymore. Unfortunately, I lost all of my Japanese because I'm not being exposed to the language much anymore, which is unfortunate. But anyways, wait, let's go. Ah, it's a squash, right? Oh, that's cute. Okay, wave as in siren, because like, you can't tell me this does not sound like a siren. Like a mermaid. Cool. Damn. Okay, yeah, they don't really have bad songs now, do they? Oh, this is also giving like model runway kind of moment. This I love how it's giving like attitude, but like two very different attitudes. Oh, this is very Arif. I could lose myself in her eyes. Oh, that chair. That chair was really 21. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that gave you a throwback. Oh, that was really good. Like I said, you really gave me two different vibes. The whole WAVE, first of all, it almost has this, you know, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That's those. What are those songs called? A B C D E F G. Na 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 na. That melody kind of like WAVE. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it's like really easily like getting you hooked to it, because spelling words on a melody that sounds familiar, yeah, I mean, it's like your brain will latch onto things that are already familiar to you. That right there, right? I said this countless times before, but you're giving me whistles in a song, that's a done deal. It's like you almost are certain that I will end up liking the song, or at least enjoying it, if there is whistling in that song, sorry. Exhibit 1. It's that easy. I'm an easy person. That part makes me ascend like crazy. I love somehow the transitions in here, even though they are like harsh and brutal. I like it that way because, like I said before, it's got like that two different moods, and even though it switches quite brutally, like I said, I enjoy the switch. Well, bottom line, I like it. Is that surprising? I don't think it is. You know what? I even grew to like Kit because somehow, don't ask me to explain it, but somehow my YouTube kept on like putting it in my mix, and I think it was like kind of like therapy by exposure or something like that, because I grew to like that song because of how much I was exposed to it. I mean, listen, I'm happy, like the more songs I like, the happier I am, right? But did not see that coming. Alright, so to answer the question that I had like originally, I don't think this sounds like J-pop, at least the J-pop that I grew up listening to. Then again, it's been years since I've listened to an actual Japanese song by a Japanese group, so you know, again, don't quote me on anything, but it doesn't really sound like K-pop either, does it? Well, debatable. It doesn't matter. I like it. I like how it sounds. They look so gorgeous as always. I mean, I would never say no to a track that makes me feel like a bad bitch, so not that this is necessarily making me feel like a bad bitch, but like, you know, who doesn't like to feel like a model on a runway and like, you know, having your hair like, you know, like that? Yeah, who doesn't like it? So anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who helped me, you know, make this happen, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.